Hello, my darlings. It is Mabel here, reporting from the land of creaky knees and bladder surprises. Let us have some real talk today. We are exploring the glamorous world of stress urinary incontinence. Yes, honey, that is the fancy name for when you sneeze and your underwear decides it is time for a little rain shower. Or when you laugh so hard that you suddenly regret not packing a spare pair of pants. Now, before you panic, do not think of this as some personal failure. Oh no, it is common, it is human, and it happens to the best of us. The truth is, our bodies have a whole team of muscles working behind the scenes, like stagehands in a Broadway show. And sometimes those stagehands get lazy or confused, and suddenly the curtain falls at the wrong time. That is where we step in. I am going to show you 5 easy exercises that can help you regain control, keep you dry, and make you feel powerful again. So stick with me to the end because the last one will make you feel like Wonder Woman, or at least Wonder Grandma. First, let us understand what is going on. Stress urinary incontinence happens when your bladder leaks during any activity that increases pressure inside your abdomen. Think coughing, sneezing, laughing, lifting your grandchild who somehow weighs as much as a sack of cement, or even jumping. The reason is that the muscles making up your core, especially your pelvic floor, are not keeping everything shut tight. Now, when I say core, do not just think about six-pack abs on the cover of a fitness magazine. No. The true core is more like a 4-piece band. At the top, you have the diaphragm, that is your breathing muscle. At the bottom, you have the pelvic floor, which wraps around your urethra, vagina, and anus. Then you have the deep abdominals called the transversus abdominis, and finally the multifidus in the back. When they get out of sync, well, you start shopping for extra absorbent underwear. So what do? We retrain them, like putting a bunch of unruly teenagers back into marching band practice. And the very first step is not glamorous. It is not sweaty, but it is powerful. Breathing. Yes, my darlings, breathing. Exercise number 1 is diaphragmatic breathing. And I know what you are thinking. Breathing, Mabel? Really? I have been doing that for 70 years. But let me tell you, most of us are doing it wrong when it comes to controlling bladder leaks. If the air does not come out through your nose and mouth, trust me, it is coming out the other way. So here's what you do. Lie down on your back with your knees bent. Put one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Inhale through your nose and feel your belly rise. Not your shoulders, not your neck, your belly. Then let the chest rise slightly. And honey, if you are like me, there are a lot of candles. Practice this for a couple of minutes. This simple act calms your nervous system, wakes up your core, and sets the stage for everything else. Remember, inhale, belly rises, exhale, long and slow. Alright, let us move to exercise number 2, which is finding your deep abdominals and pelvic floor. This one is sneaky. Nobody can see you do it, which makes it perfect for cocktail parties when you are bored. Now gently draw your belly button in toward your spine. Imagine you are trying to pull your hip bones together. Do not suck in your stomach like you are posing for a photo. Just gently pull in, then release. Now, add the pelvic floor. Pretend you are trying to stop yourself from passing gas or holding in urine. Lift, then release. It should look like nothing is happening, which is the point. And please do not squeeze your thighs or clench your butt cheeks. That is cheating. The magic comes when you put the two together with breathing. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly button pulls in. Pelvic floor lifts. Hold, then release. Do this slowly. Think of it as a secret code between you and your muscles. Nobody else knows you are doing it, but your bladder sure does. Now exercise number 3. We add some movement. This is the glute bridge. Lie down again, bend your knees. As you inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, pull belly button in, lift the pelvic floor, and then raise your hips up toward the ceiling. Squeeze those glutes, hold, then lower back down. Repeat about 5 times. This trains your core to stay strong while you move, which is exactly what you need in real life. Because let us face it, you are not leaking while lying down. You are leaking when you are up doing things like chasing the dog who stole your sandwich. Exercise number 4 takes us to all fours, also known as tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, back nice and neutral. No sagging, no hunching. Inhale, let your belly drop slightly. Exhale, pull in the tummy and lift the pelvic floor. Once you have got that, add movement. Extend opposite arm and opposite leg. Right arm, left leg, then switch. This is called bird dog. It teaches your body to stabilize while moving, which is exactly what happens when you are walking or running. And it makes you look like you are doing very serious yoga, so that is a bonus. Finally, exercise number 5, single leg stance with bounding. This is where we really test your balance and strength. Stand on one leg, knee slightly bent, rib cage stacked over your pelvis. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, pull in the tummy, lift the pelvic floor, and balance. Feel the control, then when you are ready, add a little hop or bound to the side. Exhale as you land. Keep that core tight, pelvic floor lifted. Switch legs and try again. This mimics the pressure of running, jumping, or even dancing at a wedding after one too many glasses of bubbly. The goal is to train your body to manage pressure during real-life impact. Now I know what you are thinking, Mabel. This sounds like a lot of work. But let me tell you, once you get the hang of it, it becomes second nature. It is not about building giant muscles. It is about brain retraining, teaching your brain to fire the right muscles at the right time. And the results can happen faster than you think. You might go from leaking during a sneeze to laughing freely with no worries in just a few weeks. And here is my personal tip. Practice these exercises in different positions. Do them lying down, sitting, standing, because guess what? You never leak lying in bed. You leak when you are upright, carrying groceries or chasing grandchildren. So variety is the spice of pelvic floor life. If you are still with me, give yourself a round of applause, or maybe just a polite pat on the back so you do not throw your shoulder out. Breathing, activating the deep abdominals and pelvic floor, glute bridge, bird dog, and single leg bounding. And remember, do not rush. Master each step before moving to the next. If you cannot do the breathing right, do not add the pelvic floor yet. If you cannot keep your balance on one leg, do not hop yet. Quality beats quantity every time. Now let us wrap this up with a little pep talk from your sassy coach, Mabel. Leaking is not the end of the world. It does not mean you are broken. It just means your body needs a little tune-up. So here is your homework. Practice these exercises a few minutes each day. Stay consistent, and next time you sneeze at the grocery store, you can do it with confidence instead of running for the bathroom. All right, my loves, that is all for today. If you enjoyed hanging out with me, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss my next dose of sassy wisdom. Remember, be safe, have fun, and may your bladder always be as strong as your spirit.